For generations, the defense of Canada's vast and rugged skies has relied on American-made fighter jets, a powerful symbol of the enduring military partnership between the two neighbors. This collaboration has shaped not only Canada's Air Force, but also its role on the world stage. Since the early 1950s, the Royal Canadian Air Force has flown a succession of US-designed aircraft, from the nimble Saberjet to the supersonic Starfighter, and later, the versatile CF-18 Hornet. Each new generation of aircraft reflected not just technological progress, but also the deepening ties between Canada and the United States. This close alliance was formalized through NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, a unique joint US-Canadian command that has monitored and protected North American airspace since the height of the Cold War. NORAD's creation marked a new era of shared responsibility and trust. In 2022, after years of debate and delay, Canada made a historic commitment to purchase 88 F-35A Lightning II fighters from Lockheed Martin, a deal valued at $19 billion. This decision was seen as a major investment in the future of Canadian air power. The F-35 was chosen not only for its advanced capabilities, but also to ensure Canada's Air Force could operate seamlessly with the US and other NATO allies. Interoperability was key, promising to keep Canada at the heart of Allied defense operations. Yet, as the first jets were ordered and anticipation grew, political winds in Ottawa began to shift. Debates erupted over the cost, the process, and what the purchase meant for Canadian sovereignty. At the same time, tensions with the US started to threaten what had long seemed like an unbreakable bond. Questions arose about the future of the partnership, and whether Canada's interests would always align with its powerful neighbor. Suddenly, Canada's predictable path was in question. The future of its air defense, and its relationship with its oldest and closest ally, was now up in the air, with uncertainty looming over every decision. The story of Canada's fighter jet replacement was about to take a dramatic and unexpected turn, setting the stage for a new chapter in the country's defense history. Everything changed almost overnight, as the familiar sense of stability between Canada and the United States gave way to uncertainty and tension. A new, more aggressive US administration took office, determined to put American interests first, no matter the cost to its closest allies. In early 2025, Washington imposed sweeping tariffs on Canadian imports, sending shockwaves through Canada's economy and leaving businesses scrambling to adapt. The White House didn't stop there. It singled out Canada's vital aerospace sector, threatening decertification and slapping a 25% tariff on Canadian-made components, jeopardizing thousands of jobs and billions in trade. Suddenly, the F-35 fighter jet deal, once a symbol of partnership, became a high-stakes bargaining chip in a much larger game. The US ambassador delivered a stark warning. If Canada reconsidered its F-35 purchase, NORAD itself could be restructured, with American jets patrolling Canadian skies, potentially without Canadian input or consent. This threat struck at the heart of Canadian sovereignty, raising urgent questions about who truly controlled the nation's airspace and security. To make matters worse, the F-35's advanced logistics and software systems were entirely controlled by the US, meaning that in a dispute, Canada could be locked out of its own jets, grounded by a foreign power. What was meant to guarantee Canada's security now looked more like a leash, restricting its freedom to act independently. Under mounting economic and political pressure, the Canadian government was forced to take a hard look at its F-35 commitment, weighing national interests against alliance obligations. Prime Minister Mark Carney's government began exploring alternatives, including a mixed fleet, fewer F-35s, supplemented by the Swedish Saab Gripen, a jet not tied to US control. This was about more than just aircraft. It was a bold move for independence, signaling a willingness to diversify partnerships and assert Canadian autonomy. Canada was making it clear. It would no longer take its most important relationship for granted and would defend its sovereignty, even if it meant difficult choices. The stakes had never been higher, and the world was watching to see what Canada would do next. The F-35A Lightning II is a technological marvel, stealthy, networked, and packed with sensors. Designed to evade radar and share information seamlessly with Allied forces, it represents the future of aerial warfare. Its advanced avionics and sensor fusion give pilots an unprecedented edge, making it one of the most sophisticated fighter jets ever built. It's the gold standard for air forces seeking cutting-edge capability, promising unmatched situational awareness and combat effectiveness. For countries looking to modernize their fleets, the F-35 is often seen as the ultimate choice. But the F-35 comes with major drawbacks. Its complexity means maintenance is challenging and costly, requiring highly trained crews and specialized equipment. It needs long, pristine runways, rare in Canada's remote Arctic. Harsh weather and limited infrastructure make operating the F-35 in these regions a logistical nightmare. Reliability is a problem. US reports show only 35 out of 55% of F-35s are ready to fly at any time. This means that despite their numbers, many jets are grounded for repairs or upgrades. Key upgrades like the Block 4 software and Meteor missile integration are years away. Until then, the jets can't reach their full combat potential. Many F-35s delivered to Canada can't fly real combat missions yet. They're essentially in a holding pattern, waiting for critical updates and new weapons. For now, they're stuck using older missiles, putting them at a disadvantage against adversaries with more modern arsenals. Canada faces a tough reality. It's buying an expensive, high-tech jet that's not fully ready for the fight. The investment is massive, but the immediate payoff is limited. The promise of fifth-generation dominance remains distant, as Canada waits for upgrades and improved reliability. The F-35's strengths are also its biggest headaches. Its advanced technology brings both power and persistent problems. Is this high-tech promise worth the price, or is Canada paying now for capabilities that may only arrive years down the road? Enter the Saab Gripen, a rugged, adaptable jet built for harsh conditions. Unlike the stealthy F-35, the Gripen excels in electronic warfare, jamming and confusing its enemies. Designed for Sweden's remote terrain, it can operate from short, rough runways and be turned around by small teams in minutes. This makes it ideal for Canada's vast, sparsely populated north. The Gripen boasts 70–80% availability, more than double the F-35. Canada would have full control over its jets, with no risk of being locked out by a foreign power. The Gripen is already integrated with the Meteor missile, giving it a major edge in air combat. Its no-escape zone is 3 times larger than the F-35's current missile. For Canada, the Gripen offers immediate, reliable capability. It's a compelling alternative for defending the world's second-largest airspace. The F-35 and Gripen offer 2 very different visions for Canada's Air Force. The F-35 is a stealthy, data-fusing hunter, perfect for high-tech coalition warfare. It thrives in contested airspace, working seamlessly with US and NATO allies. The Gripen is efficient, adaptable, and built for independent defense. Its electronic warfare suite and Meteor missile make it a formidable interceptor. The F-35 relies on a global US-managed logistics network, creating dependence. The Gripen is easy to maintain, with rapid turnaround and high availability. The choice: prioritize alliance interoperability or sovereign control and Arctic resilience. Canada's answer is no longer obvious. The true cost of a fighter jet is measured over decades. The F-35 is notoriously expensive, $35,000 to $50,000 per flight hour. The Gripen costs just $8,000 to $12,000 per hour, at least 3 times cheaper. Over 30 years, that's billions in savings. Canada's F-35 program has already ballooned by $8 billion over budget, before the full fleet is even delivered. The government faces a choice: spend more or buy fewer jets. The mixed fleet proposal is a creative response. Fewer F-35s for coalition missions, more Gripens for daily patrols. This approach balances interoperability with affordability. It's a pragmatic compromise, born from financial necessity. In an era of tight budgets, The Gripen's economy is hard to ignore. Dollars and cents could decide the future of Canada's Air Force. The fighter jet debate is also about Canada's economic future. Saab's Gripen offer includes a Canadian production centre with Bombardier, promising technology transfer and thousands of high-tech jobs. This could revive Canada's lost fighter manufacturing capability, a legacy left dormant since the Avro Arrow. The F-35 program brings contracts for Canadian firms, but these depend on staying in the US-led consortium. Political disputes could put those jobs at risk. Choosing the Gripen could also open doors to the next generation of fighter development, positioning Canada as a key partner in future projects. The choice is clear: be a parts supplier for the US, or build a sovereign aerospace industry. The decision will shape Canada's economy for decades. The proposal to move away from the F-35 has sparked fierce debate. Retired RCF commanders warn that only the F-35 can guarantee Canada's security and alliance commitments. They argue a mixed fleet would be a logistical nightmare. Critics counter that the F-35's costs, reliability issues, and US control make it a risky bet. They see the Gripen as the right fit for Canada's needs: Arctic patrol, sovereignty, and affordability. The government is caught between tradition and transformation, with profound consequences at stake. Canada stands at a crossroads. One path: deeper integration with the US and the F-35 at the cost of autonomy. The other, a sovereign air force with the Gripen, tailored for Canada's geography and industry. The likely outcome? A mixed fleet, F-35s for coalition missions, Gripens for daily defense. This compromise aims to satisfy both military and political priorities. The debate forces Canada to ask, what does security mean in a changing world? The Gripen versus F-35 choice is about more than jets. It's about national identity and independence. The sky is waiting for Canada's answer.